Hey yo everyone, RG here and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build on the channel, and welcome to the coolest, most epic nightclub there is for 2022 people. Happy New Year to all of you all around the world, wherever you are. Have a happy new year. Of course, for some people it's still 2021, for some people it's already 2022. I believe it's if you're on the east side, you are already in the new year, and if you are on the west side, you are on the previous year. But anyway, you cannot delay the inevitable, and 2022 is upon us. But before we even gonna talk about the build and what is this awesome nightclub that I call the Ball Drop Nightclub, I wanna wish to all of you Happy New Year, and I really hope that the 2021 that we just finished isn't gonna be like the 2022 that is about to come or already in your zone. I really want to wish all of you a Happy New Year and all the best wishes. And you know what? Let's do it like this. Anything that you wish to achieve in 2022, I want you to succeed, I want you to have it, I want you to be able to finish the new year, the 2022, the best way you can. May the 2022 will be your year. It's actually a really awesome year to say. Just try to say it, 2022. It rolls in your mouth. I don't know, it just feels like a great year. So let's hope that the whole pandemic and stuff will be ended, and I don't know, as soon as it can, but let's hope that we will finish 2022 with the whole COVID-19 behind us. So I really wish for you the best year. That's it. I just love you all, people who are watching me for a long time and enjoying your time with me and spending it over here. I just love you all, people, and thank you so much. Now, of course, I do have my goals to 2022. One of them is actually to try to achieve 50,000 subscribers. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I also want to see maybe Sims 5 be announced or being out in 2022, which I highly doubt it's gonna happen, but maybe Paralives will be out. Anyway, it doesn't really matter as long as you are here enjoying your time with me. I'm having a blast every time creating new builds and sharing them with you, because I know that you are playing them in your game and it makes you happy, it makes me happy. I even more enjoy when you are even like taking screenshots and then putting them on Twitter and sharing them with me. It's really heartwarming to see all of that happening. And to be honest, I didn't really think when I started this channel that we will get to that amount of subscribers and followers and people who are enjoying my content. So yeah, so I really hope that 2022 will be as much as all the years until today, or even more. Anyway, those are my best wishes to all of you. And now, you know what? Let's start talking about the build itself, because I think we should. At the end, we are here for the builds, right? So yeah, welcome to the Ball Drop Nightclub. Now, for those who do not know what is the Ball Drop, it's some sort of event that's happening in Times Square, New York, and it's really an old-time event. Now, I'm not a New Yorker, I'm not American, but you know, I do love to dig up and find some really awesome things from history and things that are still happening, and maybe try to utilize them and bring them into the Sims 4 game for you to play around with. So the Ball Drop, for those who do not know, it's some sort of an event to count down for the new year. Massive amounts of people are gathering in Times Square, and there is a big ball of light hanging from the middle of the building itself in the center. For those who do know the name of the building, you are more than welcome to enlighten us and leave a comment how this building is called. Now, I do believe that I read somewhere that this is some sort of media building related to newspaper maybe, or it started as a newspaper company. But anyway, the whole idea is that they made a big ball of light that is dropping from a height. It's not dropping, it's like going down slowly on a pole, but it's not like someone throws it at your face or something. But yeah, it's dropping, and there is a big countdown. All the people are gathering around and counting to the new year, and then there's a big lights and stuff like that, and I bet there are also fireworks and stuff like that. People who've been there and know how it is, if you want, just share with us, share with all of us the experience that you had in this place and in that moment, because I've heard that the voices and the counting can be heard for like miles away. So yeah, this is how awesome the whole idea and the whole event, and I decided why not to create some sort of a nightclub based on that thing. Now, in The Sims, you know that things are not going according to plans, and doesn't matter how much you'll try, it will not be exactly as you imagined. But I decided that why not to try and create the ball drop nightclub. So we are in San Myshuno on a 30 by 20, and I do believe that on this lot, I never built on this lot if I remember right, and it is in the middle of the skyscrapers. So there was, I believe it was a nightclub also. So it's not that you are like trading the original type of lot to this nightclub, but you're just renewing it with this new version, the ball drop nightclub. So yeah, don't feel bad if you need to take down the previous nightclub, unless you had some other builds over there and you don't really want to. But yeah, this is the ball drop nightclub, and you're gonna have here of course the DJ area for people to dance, and I think that you saw this in the intro. It's really cool, the things that like the way I shaped it. It's the DJ is above the audience, and they are I don't know, doing some waves with their hands. I'm not really the you know, the nightclub kind of guy. So here's a secret, people. I never been to a nightclub. So I really don't know what's going on inside. I don't really know how it's supposed to look like. I only saw it from, of course, movies and TV series and Pinterest, I guess. But I never been into one, and I do know that some of them are kind of shady and some really weird stuff and bad stuff happening inside. But this one is supposed to be for dancing, hang out with your sim and your sim's friends, and go get drunk from, you know, drinks that we don't have in the game. And you know what, if you think about it, the fact that we have nightclubs in the game but we don't have like some sort of an alcohol in the game, it's kind of weird, because in The Sims 3 we used to have wine. You could actually make wine. So why in Sims 4 we still don't have it? I think I already talked about it, but it's still something that's bugging me until today. We have fizz, but it's like a bubbly, sparkly stuff. It's not, I don't know. It feels like The Sims trying to be more childish game, yet it is like rated from teens over, and it's trying to be I don't know. I kind of lost track of what The Sims is trying to target, like what type of people it's trying to target, because it does show you nightclubs and stuff that's supposed to be addressed for adult people, yet it is trying to be family friendly and lower, like baby friendly. Is that a thing? I don't know. I really stopped trying to understand the logic. But yeah, so this is a nightclub. So you're not gonna bring your kid over here to do some homework, right? But yeah, so in general, I decided that I'm gonna build this, and I took some notes from the internet and from some other, I don't know, TV show and movies. And you can see right now that I'm creating the place that you can, you're supposed to put there your coat and stuff like that, right? There is some place to coat keeper or coat checkout girl, something like that. I think I heard that term in How I Met Your Mother TV series, where there's actually a TV, like an episode where they are hanging out in some sort of a nightclub, and then Ted forget his coat or something like that. So I remember that there is something called like coat keeper or something like that. So I decided to put that in this build also, so it will feel at least as much as like real as possible. Also, if you notice at the beginning, not at the beginning, but after I started decor the outside of the build, I decided to drop some like trash and stuff around the back side of the nightclub, because I just believe that a place like this that's supposed to be for drinking and hang out and eating some fast food junk and stuff like that, it's supposed to be a bit nasty at the back side of it. So it's like people are so drunk that they cannot really throw the garbage to the dumpster, so they are messing the whole place around. So I really try to go with this as realistic as I can. Now, as I said, I'm not really a party person for going out to nightclubs. So if you are, I'm more like a gym person. But if you are a party person for nightclubs and stuff, let me know. Did I manage to create a nightclub that is like real one, or I missed it? Just leave a comment and let me know what do you think about this build in general. And of course you can just leave a comment for me and for all of us for a happy new year. So we are basically at the entrance of this build, and you know what, that actually leads me to the next topic regarding building some sort of nightclubs in the game. Now, I figured that because nightclubs you're supposed to, I don't know, hang out in the night. I don't think that they are even open during the day. But because of that, the whole place is supposed to be lit by neons and really bright colors and stuff like that, or I don't know. So I decided to try and see what I can do and regarding the light. Now, lighting in The Sims 4 is something really problematic. For those who are building in The Sims 4 for a long time, you know that sometimes when you are placing one object or another and then placing some light near it, above it, or something like that, the shade and the darkness and the aura of the light, or whatever you want to call that, it's kind of buggy. Sometimes you can see that that object is not really getting the shade texture right, or something like that. It's more it looks weird. Okay, the textures are just a mess in terms of lighting in the game. So when it comes to nightclubs, when you're trying to do that, I decided that the less light you get from normal lights, the better. So I decided to go with like neon lights, and there are few like lights in the game that are just like neon lights, and you just need to change the color of them. And you're gonna see me creating and using them quite a lot in this build, and that actually led me to another thing that I tweeted the other day. I was asking people, what do you think, like what would you say if the Sims team will bring some sort of a kit with neon lights? Just think about it. The ability to create signs from parts of neon lights. You can connect them the way you want and rotate them and do stuff like that, and actually create some, I don't know, full-size signs with those neon lights. Something that I really wish that we had in the game, because the pre-made neon lights we have in the game right now are kinda weird, first of all, and second, did you know that if you're placing them outside of the build, they will break like from weather or something like that. If it will be rainy, so the lights will go off and it will be a mess, and you're gonna need to replace them. Actually, for those of you who do not know or never noticed, or you probably did notice if you got my golden bank, I believe, and the criminal hideout that I made, both of them had the neon lights on the outside of the building. So every time that you are like visiting this place, and if it's I don't know, if it's winter or something like that, the neon lights will be like off, they will break, so you're gonna need to replace them every single time, which is something that I don't understand, because if you think about it, there's no good reason why neon lights outside of a building will go bad or just break from some rain. Anyway, what do you think? Would you like to see some sort of a neon lighting kit that you can combine together and create your own style of neon signs? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Anyway, that was one thought that I had when I built this this nightclub, and as you can see, we're already finishing the dancing floor, and I really love it. And to be honest, if you want to get the full experience, now I'm not quite sure if it's gonna happen by itself, but if you want to make sure that the full experience, just like in the intro and the tours, like at the end, if you want to get the whole experience of dancing and full nightclub, make sure to activate those effectors that you have on the ceiling and drop down like sparkles or confetti or bubbles or whatever you want, because that will give you the full experience of a nightclub party. And oh, by the way, right now you can see me creating the ball itself. Now it is something really cool, quite simple, and I really hope it will not break your game. I playtested it a few times. My PC handled it, but my PC is, I don't know, like high-end one. So yeah. But if you have a lot of lighting in your build, sometimes it is laggy. For an example, if you'll try to take one single light unit and place it on the wall where this type of like this structured lighting unit that I created over here, the ball itself, is located, it will be super buggy and laggy in your game. You might even crash. So don't try. Don't try to do any modifications to this build. But I playtested it, and every single time I managed to upload the game to the lot and delete it and re-uploading it again. And yeah, so you can see that I just placed the light in the area, and just imagine, because I placed it at the bottom of that pole, just imagine it dropped down, like in the ball drop. Okay, and in a bit you're gonna see me creating the sign for 2022, which is right now. Actually, that was way too fast than I expected. And yeah, I just used the you know, creating a circle, and then it is much easier to create circle that way if you want to know how to do it. And every time you are messing it up, I will give you a small tiny advice. When you are placing it and you're using the tool mod and you trying to use the rotate around center, you need to make sure, and this is important, people, you need to make sure that you're picking the center first. Okay, so for an example, if I want to rotate those lights around the center, I need to pick the center, which is the middle lighting unit first, and then the others that are one on top and one on the bottom. And then I can rotate all of them around the center, and they will rotate around the center that I picked. But if I picked the top light and then the middle light and then the bottom light, and then I will tell them to rotate around the center, they will rotate around the center that I picked, which is the first top light. You see, it's a bit complicated. Sometimes it can be confusing. So here's a pro tip building for you using the tool mod if you don't know it. Now, a few bugs that you might encounter in this build, and it's not in this build, I believe it's in this map. I don't know why, but because of the way I build this, basically we are underground, okay? Now, the game never really perfected the whole connection between basement and first floor, because this is basically the way this build is created. You have the first floor, and then you have a basement. We are dancing on the basement. Now, also in the basement, you're gonna have the bar, which is what we are building right now. And you're gonna have some seating areas over there, but, and this is the biggie, if you are gonna watch your sim dancing from the first floor, if you're not going down, because if you are gonna watch them from the first floor, you will be able to see the whole nightclub, which will give you the whole experience. The really beauty of this build is by watching your sims dancing and doing all the stuff in the base ground or the basement ground level by watching them from the first floor. Otherwise, when you're going to the second floor, like the basement floor, you will be cut out from the world, basically, right? You're gonna see a lot of black-ish stuff around you. You're not gonna see the whole nightclub. But if you're watching from the first floor, you will see some walls in this zone area right now, the bar area. You will see the walls disappearing, and you're gonna see through those walls into the world. You're gonna see some cars driving behind the wall and stuff like that. I really don't know what is it. I don't know if it's a glitch just for that zone, because other walls do not do that in this build. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like the game, when they release the expansion or the map or whatever it is, they never really made full bug testing. Now, I do know that the game is quite buggy, and some people experience some other stuff which I don't experience, and I experience stuff that other people experience. But it's really, sometimes it's just ruining the game. It's just ruining it. Now, don't get me wrong, it's really hard. I'm not judging the team doing something like that, but I really think that they might need to consider having some sort of a quality testing team that is wide ranged. It's not like two people testing for bugs or asking the community for bug replies, because it's not your job, it's not my job. When you're buying the game, you want to get the game in the best shape it can, right? So I really hope that they will learn from that mistake to the next game, because I do think, just like Sims 3, for an example, when they finished it or finished releasing new content, it wasn't perfect, but big majority of the bugs, they fixed it. Now, for an example, I do have all the Sims 3 packs on my PC, and my PC, because it's a high-end PC, can handle the game. It's almost like there are almost no bugs or lags in my PC, but there are still some stuff that, you know, popping from place to place, or I'm talking about, of course, about bugs in the game. But Sims 4, I believe, is full with those bugs or buggy area, which I think it's beyond repair at this current state, because we have this problem right here that I just described to you. We have the lighting problem that I described earlier like in the video, and we have some problems in Evergreen Harbor, one of the coolest map. Believe me, one of the coolest map. I've played there, I've built there, and 90% of the time when I'm trying to go over there to build, the ground of the world is just no more. You cannot see the ground. You can see basically to hell underneath. You can see like something weird going on. You don't have roads. By the way, people, if you do not know, the only way to fix that is by bringing your sim to the lot that you want to build, and build while your sim is over there. You cannot build in another way. Well, you can build, but again, the ground will be no more. You're not gonna see the ground around you. That is a really known glitch or bug in that map, which is really unfortunate, because it is one of the coolest map actually to build in. So as you noticed, we are building some sort of a private rooms for people who want to hang out with their group only and enjoy their time in a bit more private one. Now, of course, because this is a private one, you're gonna have those doors for celebrities. You can decide what star rate they need to have in order to get inside. I believe I don't know, decided it's gonna be like 2 stars, and the bigger one for 4 stars and above, but I think you can change it. And the traits that I picked for this slot is gonna be the upcoming hottest place in town, something like that. It means that more celebrities will be attending this place. Anyway, we are getting close to the end of this video. Don't run anywhere, because the tour is about to start. And once again, I wanna wish to you a happy new year. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to the new year, because more builds just like this and many more, and really more awesome than this one, will be coming in 2022. So hit the bell notification button so you will not miss any of my videos. So until the next time, keep that Sims party going for me, because Architect is signing off.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top.